All right. So last week we did the French silk thing. So this week, the idea is that French silk has a specific order, and if the wrong order here is to put the butter in, and then you put the sugar in with the butter. And then what happens is the butter and the sugar do fine, and then the eggs go in and it mixes. But then when you throw the chocolate in, it doesn't mix.
Like it just clumps.
It doesn't go in. You'll see it doesn't work. And vanilla is an alcohol. It's polar. And so there's something magic about if you put the butter and the sugar and the chocolate first. Butter, sugar, and chocolate are all going to be in the nonpolar category.
Okay.
Okay, so it forms this nice, neat, even thing. But then you throw in the vanilla. Vanilla is an alcohol, so I don't exactly know why it works that way. But when you throw the eggs in, it goes from being gritty with the sugar, because sugar wants a polar solvent. So what you're doing is you're mixing two different kinds of things. The sugar is it's not polar, but it wants a polar solvent. So it doesn't dissolve in the butter, which is why if you don't have enough eggs, it's crunchy.
Oh, okay.
Okay? Because it doesn't dissolve with the butter. It just doesn't. It mixes kind of nice, but it's still kind of crunchy.
Yeah.
So what you have is you have all these little particles. You have sugar, and you have these oily things around, right? So you have all these things in the solution that are mixed. You know, you have the oil and the sugar, and the sugar I'm making like little granules like this. When the egg comes in, the egg has some polymer that has both kinds of groups that attract oil and water. And if you ever like beat eggs, you can pour water into eggs and beat it in it, and it mixes. And you can pour oil in and beat it, and it sort of mixes. It's not as awesome, but it's still kind of it will connect the two. So because of that, the molecules in the eggs basically kind of go around and mix the oil pieces on the pieces of the polymer that it likes, the oil, and then mixes with the sugar on the pieces that want a polar solvent, and it kind of dissolves the sugar into smaller components. And so the sugar then goes into solution, while the oils also go into solution, and the eggs are the magic that holds it together. It's because it's an amphiphilic molecule. And that's kind of the magic, and that's why the order matters with that, why we should, why you need to do both of those. Can you stop that now?